Hey guys, this is Kenny from the Level With You channel. Just here to let you guys know if you guys want to come chat with us, we got a Discord server up and running. Link is in the description below. You could give us some feedback, ask us questions, just interact with us or in general. You can also find us on social media platforms. Instagram, we're LVL with you. Twitter, we're Level With You. And on Facebook, you could search Level With You. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Stay level.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 21 of the Level With You show. Today I am your host, me, Tyler Hadley, the guy that's usually not even on camera. And I'm joined by Kenny Castro on my left.
Hey, I'm growing a mustache.
I've had a mustache. So has Anthony.
I've been growing one for a while, so I don't think it's coming in too well. I might just shave it off.
And then of course Anthony Duarte is over here.
I'm going to scream.
He's gonna scream. He's had a very rough day at the puzzle factory.
There's so many puzzles.
And but he's here now, and we can cheer him up. So everyone, send him puzzle memes.
Don't do that, please. I'll send them right back.
So, what's been going on in everyone's week this past week? I know like there's things happening around in the neighborhoods. We've got like the biggies. We've got
Vaping just got banned in Massachusetts.
Vaping. This is a real thing.
Yeah,
everybody.
I just saw.
Governor Baker just banned the sale of vaping products for the next 4 months.
Oh, what? Only 4 months? I thought it was like a flat out.
He said that vaping products are being banned for the next 4 months so that our scientists and people can closer examine the medical reasons why all these people are dying due to vaping and things like that.
Just because eight kids bought cheap vape pods from China and with weird chemicals and then they croak doesn't mean that.
Exactly. I thought they were like dank vapes, so like some fake ones.
Yeah, it was like I guess the ones from China, like some imported.
They're getting it from Wish.
Yeah, don't ever put anything from Wish in your body. That's just a bad idea.
Wish is a good site.
I was gonna buy a waifu pillow from Wish, but then I also didn't want to get scabies, so I didn't. Still want that anime pillow though.
You should do it.
I gotta find a good one. I gotta find a good price one, and I gotta find a good
looking one.
Girl, yes, exactly. Shit.
What color eyes?
Oh man, green. Green get me all the time. Green or blue? I like blue. Sweet.
Yeah, I like green or blue too.
That's good.
So maybe purple. I would like a purple eyes.
Yeah, purple eyes work. Purple eyes and pink. It's gotta be like pink hair, like pink, blue, bluish hair.
I'm colorblind. I'm not picky.
I like the hair is big.
Yeah,
big hair.
So, what have you been up to this past week, Kenny?
Man, shit. You know, as you can tell, wolfing it out. I decided, I'm heading into No Shave November early. 2 months early.
Yeah, a few months.
2 months early, the wife is at home like,
yeah, brother.
You're gonna go get a haircut? And I'm like, yeah, no, not yet. Head up to Biggie, of course.
How was it?
Good. My stepdaughter fucking going to town, getting on all types of shit, and I'm getting anxiety. I hate heights, so she's like, there's one it's called the zipper. And that
ooh, yeah.
You've seen the zipper, so it's like, I was like, is she okay? Which one is she in?
You're like, I'm not gonna go there. You can go, but I'll just watch.
I was like, looking. I'm like, fuck. But it was fun. I had pumpkin spice cider by Berkshire Brewing Company at the Biggie. So it had a caramel rim with pumpkin spice.
That's the best way to drink.
I literally had like
beer.
2 sips, and I was done with the rim. And I still had 70% of the beer left, and I'm like, I don't got no more rim.
Kenny's licking the rim, just clean up.
People are looking at me. I was like rim jobbing that shit. Like,
you doing the SpongeBob thing where he's licking? Like,
I had the caramel in my mustache and my beard. I'm like, oh.
Welcome to my world.
At that point, I almost contemplated shaving because I was like, shit, this is stealing away from the flavor.
It's a savor.
Saving all those sugar flakes in there.
I was like catching myself licking it. Like,
I will, yeah. That's the best thing about like the sugar in the rim, because later on you're like, you're like, I can get it. This is mine. This is nobody else's.
Oh my gosh.
No. So what about you, Tyler?
What did you do?
I also went to the Big E, and that was pretty fun. And for those of you who don't know, the Big E is the Eastern States Exposition. It's like the biggest fair in New England with food, beer, drinks, rides,
world's smallest miniature horse, bearded lady. They like weird stuff. They got a big slide. You can get free McDonald's fried coupons.
Did you try the fried Kool-Aid?
No, I didn't. I try to stay away from fried liquid.
Tried the fried butter.
No.
Oh,
It looked
they have
fucking
that?
gross. Yeah.
I didn't even know
but-
they had that.
Yeah, I watched
They
the
got
video of
fried
somebody eating it,
everything.
and she's like, "Oh, it's so." I was like, "Oh god." It was just like
What?
literally a stick of butter fried.
What I did mention to everybody, and it's a huge missed opportunity this year. It would have been a fried White Claw.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Could
god.
you imagine how much
Cannon
business that
all.
would have got?
that line would have been out the gate.
Oh yeah, totally.
You
I
wouldn't
can't.
be
I
able to get
cannot
the Big
believe.
E.
I should have been there. I should have made it.
Should've made it.
Should've
Had a
made
little
it
stand
happen.
outside.
The level which you stand, fried White Claw. That's all we're serving.
Yeah,
You should be a Senku.
that's
now.
how we build an audience.
Go outside the fair and just be like, "I got my fried White Claw cart with science."
I'm going.
Yeah, right.
I'm going back Thursday, hopefully, or
Nice.
Friday. I'm gonna bring the wife.
Yeah, I've got 2 more tickets. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll go. Maybe I'll meet up with you guys on Thursday.
Yeah, let's figure it out. I'm trying to eat some food. I haven't tried any food like that. So
Yeah, the
I
fried
need-
cheesecake, the crazy burger, some
I
fried
need-
Oreos,
I
fried cookie
need-
dough.
a gator burger. I need fucking the poutine bucket.
Ooh, poutine bucket
yeah.
is poutine bucket's great.
I need some lobster roll. I'm trying to go in on Thursday.
I had a giant turkey leg. I had one of those. You
I
don't like those?
don't care for the giant turkey leg.
But you can walk around and go,
Yeah, everybody's like, "Oh, giant turkey leg." I'm like, "But what about everything else?" I'm not
There's
trying to
so
walk
many
around
other
with just a
things.
turkey leg and fight with it
The-
for an hour.
The turkey's
Like,
good. It's a
That's
good
how I felt
turkey
about
leg.
the baked
I bet
potato.
it is good, but it's so huge.
Yeah,
So you're sitting there just
they're definitely genetically modified.
big time.
This doesn't taste real. This is plastic.
Yeah. And what about you, Anthony? What have you been up to?
A whole lot of nothing. What have I been doing? I didn't get really drunk this weekend, which was really good for once. So I didn't do that. Actually, been doing a lot of unboxings. I got spent a lot of money on booster boxes, so you should check those out on the channel if you want. But filmed a couple of those, edited those. Did a couple pin designs for the guy who I do anime themed pins for.
Okay.
And other than that, I did some laundry.
Did you convince them to do Dr. Stone pins?
I have to actually I'm gonna bring that up because we're gonna kind of branch off into Hunter x Hunter, and then I'd love to do like the Dr. Stone faces.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be great. Really
You gotta
good
get
time.
the animes when they're new and upcoming, and then
Fresh.
you target right to that audience. Start
Have a
throwing
whole
some
influx.
throw some Facebook ads at them, and you never know who might bite.
That's true. Get some targeted ads in there. That'd be
Yeah.
great. Yeah, I already see a bunch of ads for Dr. Stone in any other website I go to because I watch it on Crunchyroll at work.
Well, if you guys need help marketing stuff, I know how to do all that.
I will let you know.
I know.
Hell yeah. Be like, hey, you get bigger sales, baby.
Yep. And so I think we got a lot of stuff to go over, a lot of news coming up. But I guess quickly, let's go over games we've been playing. Personally, I've just been playing Borderlands nonstop. It's an awesome game. I do kind of want to talk a little bit about what. It's a great game, but there are definitely some things in the game, quality of life issues that I think could be improved. Kenny, you and I were playing last night.
Yep.
And I was just saying, I can't believe how you can't skip any cutscenes in this game. You're playing multiple characters, and you have to go through all these same cutscenes. It's like, come on, I want to skip this cutscene. I've already seen it.
Exactly.
Like, is it the cutscene where it's a full cinematic, or the ones where you're sitting
No,
there and
at
it's
every
audio?
single cutscene, you can't skip a single cutscene.
What's-
So that big opening you can't skip, and then every single cutscene in the game you can't skip.
That sucks.
Yeah.
You have to sit through and watch it.
Oh, yeah. No, that is pretty annoying.
So it definitely was annoying for Tyler because he's rolled through a lot of those cutscenes. I kind of have it because I just can't. We just got my second guy up to the same point where my other guy is. But Tyler's operative is like level 25, 27,
Nice.
something like that. So he's seen a bunch of these cutscenes and he's like,
I saw that's cool.
you know, and I'm like, whatever, me, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have one.
I mean,
that
I
wanna
get
play by
that.
myself, and then the other one.
Exactly. You said one's your single player, one's your multiplayer character.
I mean, I get that could be a reason as to why they didn't allow you to skip cutscenes, is because when you are playing with other people and maybe somebody else hasn't seen the cutscene, they don't want to. I don't know. They don't want to make that.
Well,
but
give
that
it
doesn't
them
really
skip-
make.
There also should be a way
that
to,
still
like-
doesn't really make sense to me.
Yeah, because there's
They're
someone
like-
you could like, even if their instance, you could be like, they can still watch it, but if you want to skip it, you could just stand there.
Or I can't remember like in what games had it, but I know you had to like everyone had to like vote on whether they
that's what I
wanted to
was
skip a
gonna say,
cutscene.
Because there's some games that are like that. Well, a lot of games that are actually like that. You'll be able to vote to skip a cutscene or like the end the match victory thing. Like, and different games incorporate in different ways, but a lot of it's just voting. Like, you know, you get the prerequisite of 5 votes. You know, you skip past it. Let's say Borderlands, you get 2 out of, if it's 2 people and you get both people to vote for it, then skip it.
Yeah. But I mean, other than that, Borderlands is an awesome game. I've got my 2 characters. I've got my level 25 or so operative. I'm not sure how much more of the game I have. I'm still getting brand new guns that I've seen do crazy, ridiculous things. Then I've got my level 15 or something, Beast Hunter, Beastmaster. And they're both pretty cool. I mean, I personally think I like the operative better than the Beastmaster. Just because I think I was telling Kenny yesterday is because I feel the operative, you have the ability to swap out your grenade for another ability skill.
Yeah, that's really handy.
So you can have 2 abilities, but you don't have a grenade.
That's okay.
Which is fine with me. And then that also allows me to kind of like disperse my skill points into like 2 separate trees more. And it feels more fluid in that character, whereas like in the Beastmaster, I feel like if I'm have one ability equipped, then I need to kind of like focus on that tree to make it really powerful and make sense. But then that maybe not be entirely true, because as I like go, I just need to read through the skill trees more and be like, okay, well, because the skill trees themselves don't even actually correlate that much to like the actual ability. Just
it kind of
some skill trees some skill trees gives you like more health, more shield,
that's like what
more damage
too. It's like kind of boring in the beginning. It's like, okay, get more shield, increase your max health, or it's like gain a stack of I don't know, I think I'm playing the Siren, so it's like hers a Samsara at first, like one of the stacks, and I was just like, oh, this is boring. But then, you know, once you get further down, it's like, oh, this is a little cooler,
right?
It's a little bit more in depth. But have you found a way to respec your skill points by any chance? Have you found?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, cool.
You can at the
in the quick change.
Oh, really? Okay, cool. Because I want to do that. I want to take a couple points out of another tree that I was like, oh man, I want.
You gotta
want to
pay
put
for it though.
That's okay. Oh.
With the cash, right?
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, it's not like we're short on that. It's kind of getting thrown at you.
Yep.
And I know we have the Halloween event coming up.
Oh, cool.
Free Halloween event for Borderlands 3.
Is it just something that's going to be?
Yeah, it's limited time.
Cool.
And you'll be able to get some Halloween themed cosmetics and guns, you know, and gun skins.
I've really been slacking to Borderlands. I got to go on tonight. And last time I played was with you guys on Saturday night.
Yeah.
I think that was a lot of fun. Playing multiplayer was good. I gotta get a better headset because I just have the little crappy PlayStation headset it comes with.
It's fine.
So it's just like,
don't you have a 5 and below headset?
Yeah, I went to Five Below. Got a $5 headset.
Hell yeah.
So you're good.
Yeah,
I'm the only ridiculous one with a $80 headset.
You gotta get comfy.
You know, I'd be
drown out the world.
Yep.
So I mean, that's really all I've been playing. I'm not sure if you guys have been playing anything else. I mean, like Kenny's been playing a little bit of 2K. I've seen that. Anthony, I'm not sure if you've been playing. You've been Nino Kuni.
Yeah, I've been playing the Nino Kuni Remastered. Came in the mail on Amazon. Thank you, Amazon. Last Friday, so that was pretty cool. And I was super into it on PlayStation 3 when it first came out. I sunk a bunch of hours into it there, and then I just kind of, I got halfway through the game and just lost interest, or something else came up. But just going back and playing it on the Switch is just amazing. Like I said, with every Switch game, you just take it and play it anywhere. I've been playing it in bed a lot and relaxing with it. It's been a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed it. I like it more than the second one, because the second one, I feel it changes up the combat a lot. The first one is kind of like Pokemon-esque, where you have these little things called familiars you can get. No. The way you catch them is kind of random. You just have to like defeat them in battle, and then there's a random chance they'll get back up, and you can serenade them to join your crew, which is cool. You feed them treats, and they can evolve once they hit a certain level if you give them a certain item, which is cool. So it's got some style there, but it's a lot of fun, and it's fully animated by Studio Ghibli. They did all the animated cutscenes. Of course, the game studio who worked on it, Level 5, they did all the in-game cutscenes with graphics, but I highly, highly recommend it for any fans of like Studio Ghibli or just like kind of action role-playing games.
Nice. I will have to check it out at some point. If you finish it, I would like to play it.
Yes, for sure. I would be very happy to let you borrow it, because that is a very good game. Huge fan.
I want the trophy, so I might just pick it up on the PS4.
You should. Oh, that's right. It came out for PS4 too. That's right.
How do you know how long that game is?
It's like 200 hours.
It's a 200.
It's a big RPG.
Dang.
Like if you do everything, because there's a bunch of side quests like right out the gate, and you just get a whole bunch of side quests. They have the classic quest boards. in the game, so you can go up
Nice.
there.
I
They have
love
bounty
that
hunts with
shit.
random monsters on. It's like classic Final Fantasy overworld. So when you go out of town and stuff, the camera zooms way out. There's big open fields, at least the first area is, and then your little guy Oliver with his little. The supporting character is great, Drippy, Mr. Drippy. He's a Welsh fairy, so he's got like, oh, flippin' heck, man, I'm just talking about stuff. He's so great. I love him. He's the best. He's like, oh, cry baby Bunton, let's go. He's like, shut up there, man, let's go. He's like, I've been a doll for like 15 years.
A little Jamaican thrown in there.
Yeah, a little bit. They don't have the Welsh accent down. I got to mash it with the other ones that I know. But it's fun. It's great. Voice acting is hit or miss. His is great, but it's really good. It's a good presentation, good game.
Nice. Yeah, I'm not sure when the next big JRPG. I mean, I know I'm gonna play Persona 5 when it comes out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I need something like that during the winter time.
You definitely do. It's good.
Oh, yeah.
I'll let you play it as soon as I'm done with it.
Sounds good to me. And is there anything you want to say about 2K, Kenny, real quick?
Fuck 2K. We can move on
All
to
right.
those
Screw
ones.
2K. You heard it here first.
And that's sports.
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 Okay, and that brings us to our next segment. Cruising for a new soon. First item on Cruising for a New Zone, we're going to talk about the PlayStation State of Play. Today is Tuesday. We're recording this, the 24th.
Yep.
And the new PlayStation State of Play just premiered. It was announced last week. I think on PlayStation's Twitter was where it first announced. There could have been a press release also. And then Naughty Dog confirmed that The Last of Us 2, we were going to have info in the State of Play. And then there's a lot of speculation about whether or not we were going to see a new Batman game premiered during the State of Play.
I was disappointed.
So there was no Batman, obviously.
None.
So we'll get into it a little bit more. No Batman in here. And something that I did notice actually in this State of Play is that it was a different look from the last State of Play. So I don't know if you guys remember how the last State of Play was kind of like in like sections where it was kind of like flipping through like pages, and it was just like blue, like typical PlayStation blue, where here was kind of just like a metal kind of metallic background with like the squares and cycling through the row.
I actually felt like I like this look to it.
Yeah, I felt the opposite. I think I like the other, just the blue kind of stripes and flipping through.
And, you know,
I mean, it's a look, but
it is, but
It's here nor
Presentation's
there.
a lot, depending on makes you stick around or.
yeah.
everybody has their preferences, right? Just visually, I felt like it was like easy transitions.
Yeah, I mean, the transitions were fine. Everything is just the aesthetic, I guess, is what I enjoyed better.
Yeah, with the page aesthetic, right?
Yeah. So it was about like 25 minutes long. The State of Play opened up with a game called Humanity, which I was kind of confused about. I wasn't really sure what I was watching. I just saw a bunch of little people running around a world and shooting at other groups of people, and it seemed like some sort of crazy puzzle game.
I was like, is this like a digital World War Z or something? Like, it's these zombies they're getting shot at. I'm like, I didn't know what to think.
I don't know.
I was driving and looking. I'm like, the hell is this?
I'm pretty sure to me it looked like a puzzle game.
Yeah, no. It definitely looked like a puzzle because at first it was like forming
Yeah,
out and
they're
it's like,
showing,
oh,
like,
okay, I'm like, so
blocks.
this is a puzzle game, and then it just takes a turn for the worse at the end. Like, it's at the top shooting.
So how's it presented? Is it like a map that scrolls down like classic Tetris, or is it
It
just
was
like?
looking
No.
like it was kind of looking like kind of top downish at first, and then you see all these things like just go across the screen, and then like starts building up, and then like they're going up, and then when they got to the top, like the group got to the top, and then they surrounded this middle thing,
Okay.
and then a bunch of others started going up, and then the shooting began, and I was like, the hell, like what?
It sounds like a rock climbing simulator mixed with like a battle royale. Like get to the top and just kill each other.
Yeah, it was interesting because it started off very just flat, linear, two giant crowds running at each other, and people were kind of
Wall of
like
death.
like just like it's kind of like a giant crowd you see in like a New York City or something like that. People are just walking around each other and trying to avoid bumping into people and whatnot. And then it just evolves into kind of like a spherical, like worldwide thing of just people going nuts and like
That's insane.
parts of the world like coming up and down, and there's platforms and.
I'll have to check this out. I totally missed the entire state of play, so I'm going to rely on you two to give me all the visual details.
All right, I'll try to do my best. And then next they presented Call of Duty Modern Warfare, a really nice cinematic trailer. I was watching it, and I didn't even think it was Call of Duty because seeing all the cinematic trailers and having played some previous Call of Duty games, I was like, this is too nice looking to be a Call of Duty.
You know what? I missed like the transition as to pretty much making it known that this was a Call of Duty trailer.
They didn't say that.
So I thought I missed it. So I'm so glad to know that they didn't say it. So I looked away, and I was feeding my dog, and I looked back, and I'm like, "Is this like new Death Stranding?" Like it looked so good that I thought it was Death Stranding because Death Stranding's cinematics have been so realistic looking that I got confused for a second, and then I'm like, no, these are armies, and no, there's no Norman Reedus. Like, this must be Call of Duty, and this looks amazing if it's Call of Duty.
Are they remastering the first Modern Warfare?
No, it's a whole new
game.
game.
Rebooting. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a whole different thing. And I will go on paper. I'm a Call of Duty hater. Haven't bought a Call of Duty since the Xbox 360. Everybody else buys it. My best friend buys it, and we game share. I think I might just put my money on this just because of the story trailer, because it looks good. It looks like the story's gonna be good, and I would love to play a Call of Duty story for the first time ever. Now,
Yeah.
Oh.
Did look pretty good. Call of Duty Modern Warfare comes out October 24th.
Wow,
yeah,
that's
I
close.
might take that back. Fiance's birthday 6 days later.
Yeah.
Might not be able to afford that.
And then next, a new game from the creator of Katamari Damacy, a game called Watam, coming out this December. It was a very bright, colorful, typical game you might expect from the creators of Katamari Damacy. They have all sorts of they have like a poop emoji character and all sorts of other things. They have little they're just like emojis with legs, like walking around.
What do you do with them?
I couldn't tell really.
Just like,
but it seems like it's kind of like an adventure, like treasure hunter kind of type game where you're looking for stuff.
Did you ever play something? It was like something Silicon Valley for the Nintendo 64. I forget.
No.
It was like something Adventures in Silicon Valley or something. But basically played as this like guy who's sent to this planet to do something with his robot, and then you have the chip from the robot can go into all the animals, so you can like change your animal on the planet, and you do different stuff to like complete different puzzles. It's super neat. I forget what the first part of it. It's something Silicon Valley, but it's super cool. It's super quirky. It's Nintendo 64, but it's great.
So yeah, this Watam game. I mean, it looks very pretty. I mean, the aesthetic of it pleased my eyes. I think you would like it too. I mean, it's just like sort of childish looking, I guess. If you
I'm a
want
big
to say that.
fan, though, so if it's from the creator of that, it's got to be pretty good. I'm sure it's going to be wacky too, some kind. And the music is just.
So I mean, that's another game that I definitely want to look more into, learn more about. Maybe I don't know, pick it up somewhere.
For sure.
We'll see. And then we also got a first look at a game called Arise, which was like a stunningly beautiful. Looked like a traveling game. It looked like you were a man escaping winter, where he was like left by his tribe or clan or something like that. And I can't remember who the developer was, but it reminded me of some other game that I've seen before. It's just like somebody who was like traversing through. I mean, I'm not sure if you had a chance to.
So that one I must have
Journey?
been doing something else because I didn't catch the Rise one. Because when I came back to I watched the Katamari, and then when I came back to, I was already looking at LA Noir VR.
Yeah.
I must have missed that one completely. I might have to go back and check that one out.
This is kind of like Journey, almost. A little more rugged.
No, the art style of this game Arise is kind of more like, I don't know, like claymation kind of looking type.
That's cool.
That sounds interesting.
I like when they incorporate that.
Yeah, so I mean, I think another game I'll definitely try and check out. And then they started talking about PSVR. LA Noire, the VR case files is out today. If you're watching this, it's out yesterday.
You can play it.
You can play it right now. And then also coming to PSVR, Gorn, Aspire 1, Stardust Odyssey, and After the Fall. All different. Stardust is like a space adventure type of shooter game.
Yeah, that's the one that caught my eye, was the Stardust Odyssey, which is visually appealing, and it just looked like, I was like, wow, like this is something real trippy. Because see myself getting real trippy with the PSVR.
Yeah, and then Gorn is a sort of arena fighter game. It's been big on PC for a while, I know.
Okay.
Where you just have like different types of weapons, and it throws you into an arena, and you're just slicing people's heads off.
That's
and
awesome.
Stuff like that. And
That's
I'm
amazing.
pretty sure there's probably a multiplayer aspect to that.
There's no Yu-Gi-Oh VR, so should I play it?
I just want to wear the dual disc and
Not gonna lie,
throw
that's
my
the only
cards
reason
on.
why I really want to play it. Is I really want to wear the dual disc. I used to have
Right.
one of those, and I'm so sad that I
They-
broke
they
it. 'Cause I'm a
have, like,
stupid little
Yu-Gi-Oh VR?
kid. Yeah, they have Yu-Gi-Oh VR
Yeah,
for the
probably
PC.
PC.
Yeah, right. That's what I said.
Wow, I would be wasting
Get on
hours
that.
of my life.
I'm gonna pull down the Dark Magician Girl shirt and see her boobs.
Get on that PSVR.
Gets banned
We need
from
some
Steam.
Yeah. They won't let me play VR chat anymore.
And then the Medieval demo launches also today.
Ooh.
So you can play that, and by playing it, you can claim Dan's helmet.
Sir Dan?
Sir Dan's
Is that the
helmet.
guy's name?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I gotta play. I never
Um,
played the original Medieval. From everybody
I
I've heard
was-
that played it way back when is
I was
love
talking
it.
to Kenny about this earlier and saying that I thought I had played it, and I knew I never beat it. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, you know what? I did play it. But the only time I ever played it was multiple times on a PlayStation 1 demo disc.
Yes,
I just
yeah.
constantly played it like over
Mhm.
and over again.
Yep, the one level they give you to play. That's great. I played a lot of Maximo for the PS2. It's just I don't know why I always think of that, but it's totally not the same game.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one looks really great. I remember playing the original. I just never beat it as well. I never owned it. I played it from my friend's copy, but just never got through it. I didn't get through many games back in those days.
Understandable.
Yeah.
You know.
And then a few other items that they talked about. Limited edition, before that, Civilization 6 coming to PlayStation 4. This is the Civilization game's premiere to PlayStation.
Yep. Sid Meier's, right?
So that's coming out November 22nd. And then they also announced a limited edition Death Stranding PlayStation 4 Pro, and it comes with a really cool like yellow
I was reading the
transparent controller.
That sounds really cool.
It's got the handprints on the PlayStation 4, so it was
big
really cool. The controller was the coolest part to me.
Baby.
The controller, yellow transparent, like Norman Reedus' P.
Yeah, this is P controller. The controller sounds sick though. I do need another controller for my PlayStation.
That's
Oh my
exactly
God,
what
yeah.
Kojima was thinking.
We have to make it like a P. Have to make it so full how realistic. Mushrooms next. P now.
Oh.
Oh gosh, don't sue us.
I should get a PS4 Pro. Well, Borderlands runs so slow on my PS4, like regular. It's like a lot of load time.
That's what Wiley was saying too.
Mm-hmm.
I
I miss you, Wiley. Wiley's also. We never explained why he's gone. He's in Italy this week.
Oh yeah. Having
But-
much fun over there.
He'll be gone next week too, so don't miss him too much.
Miss him next week, and then he'll come back the week after.
After Party is
Oh.
another game coming to PlayStation 4. This is a new game. I think it's not exclusive to PlayStation 4 because I know it's also coming to Xbox and PC probably.
We kind of caught that while we were almost previewing the Inside Xbox, but then we were like, yeah, let's go record the podcast.
Yeah. So yeah, Kenny, if you want to talk about After Party a little bit, I know you were digging that a lot.
Oh yeah, I was definitely digging the vibe, and like just the whoever was narrating the trailer was kind of, it just engulfed me, like just the way it was being explained. It's like these two best friends trying to go through like the underworld, and they have to
Yeah, they're trying to escape hell.
they're trying to escape
and-
it, but they got to get through Satan. But before they get through Satan, they had to beat like Satan's like
So it's like Dante's Inferno kind of thing. You go through the circles
yeah,
of hell.
More silly, more in a silly way, in a silly
good.
fashion, because you gotta. It says like you gotta outdrink some of them.
Oh, that's
like,
awesome.
You gotta do all these different things. So
You
it's
gotta
a 2D.
beat. You gotta beat Satan's 8 ex-boyfriend girlfriends.
Yeah.
Like Scott Pilgrim, but Satan's 8 ex-girlfriends.
To fuck Satan, you got to beat his girlfriend, boyfriends.
No, it's like 30 of his like family or lost brethren or whatever,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
but it looks fun. Aesthetically, it looks very appealing. Like it has a nice little darker guacamole vibe to it. I don't know if you caught
Yeah,
that. you know?
definitely. I got that. I can see that.
I saw that instantly. I was like, okay, it has more darker tones than the guacamole used, or at least from what I saw.
Is it the same art style to it, or is it like is it 2D? Is it 3D?
2D.
It's 2D. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. So definitely into it. I like the premise on it. It's different, and I feel as though some of the writing is gonna be, like Tyler said, up his alley, and like I enjoy that type of stuff as well, where it might be there might be witty banter, like some nice lines in between conversations between NPCs and the main characters. So it's definitely a game I want to check out. I saw it, and it was the one thing that, other than the Call of Duty trailer and slightly the LA Noir VR case files, that really caught my eye. I was like, I was driving here and I was watching that one, and I was like,
Real safe.
I was like, what? I'm like,
That's like when
rewind
Pokemon
that
Go
back.
came out.
But definitely that
I
one.
wanna
I
check
want to
this
check
out.
that one out. You got to check it out. I really, either way, I'm gonna pick it up on either system, on the Xbox or the PS4. But I'm definitely picking this one up. This one actually
Yeah.
is out soon, right?
They just said coming soon.
I
They didn't. I don't think they gave a date.
thought it was October, but we'll check in on
That'd
that.
be a good surprise launch.
And then they gave us a preview for October PS Plus games, MLB The Show 19, and The Last of Us Remastered. It's coming to PS Plus for October. And then the big announcement everyone was waiting for, The Last of Us 2 closed out the entire state of play. I think it was what everyone was expecting. Really nice cinematic trailer. They actually showed some gameplay of you playing as Ellie. A lot of like real gruesome deaths. You're going up against the zombie. What were they called again?
Well, I've never played the first one.
All right,
so,
you're saying that.
So
I mean, like the tickers and like the things like that, as well as like the humans. Then a big reveal was Joel showed up again. So Joel being the main character of
From
the
the first one.
from The Last of Us 1. I'm not sure if anybody was really expecting him to actually be in the game, but he shows up and Ellie goes, "What do you think you're doing here?" And he goes, "You think I'd let you do this alone?"
Babe, let's kill zombies. Bang, bang.
So I think everyone just like went crazy over that, and I think I got some chills and goosebumps when he appeared. I was like, "Ooh, he's actually still here."
Nothing beats that, the excitement plus the hype of being in a room with a bunch of other people watching a reveal trailer.
Yeah.
I've also I gotta play the first game. So
Well, download
I've only
it.
heard good things.
Get it in October. Play it.
yeah,
I will.
PS Plus.
And that wraps up the Sony State of Play for September 24th. We went through it kind of quick, so if you have any other questions, you want any of our thoughts on that, feel free to leave us a comment. And we're going to keep on going into some more news, and I think we're going to try and run through these pretty quick because I put a bunch of these on here.
Pokemon Go, black and white. You can play that now, and they have the black and white Gen 5 Pokemon in it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Noticed that today when I was getting a coffee. I caught a little pup and a pet rat,
Nice.
and that was it.
I want Reshiram.
Yep. Yeah, you gotta find him. He's only be raids. I missed a bunch of Mewtwo raids this weekend, apparently, because I don't leave my room. But it's hard. You can't. It's also, you gotta get like a group of people together to actually play the raids because they are a bit tough.
That's why you get an apartment across from a gym, across from the raids. You never even have to leave your room.
I'm not that fortunate. I gotta do that though. That'd be a lot of fun. Or just go hang out in Northampton.
I gotta do that. I gotta spend all my money just so I can play
Pokemon
Pokemon
Go.
Go.
If you don't want it, you're not gonna get it. I'm not gonna be a real Pokemon master unless I buy an apartment.
There's another quick story. Potentially a new Apex character, Crypto, appears in the game now in Apex Legends, located at Sing Labs. And Crypto seems to be like a hacker with some lore related to Wraith, because when you go into Sing Labs, he's got like the portal that like Wraith has as the ability. But it's still unclear whether or not he is going to be a playable character in the game or if he's just like part of some lore. But when there's some videos showing people, if you get into the game fast enough and you like sprint into Sing Labs, you can see him behind like a glass window. He's like hacking a computer, and then after a couple, like 30 more seconds, he'll like turn around, see you, and run away.
Oh, wow.
So you have to like be fast to actually like see him there. But I think it's just kind of like a cool sort of Easter egg in the game,
That's cool.
Apex Legends. And I've been out of the Apex Legends game for a while, but I think it's still cool. I still like to follow some like the new characters and all that.
Get that good old Overwatch vibe.
Right. And then same thing, another game that I don't really play, Fortnite. Fortnite Season 11, the 10.4 patch update is coming, which is going to include better matchmaking so that people can match better for their skill levels. It's going to introduce bots to non-competitive modes. And, I mean, when I first read, like, oh, bots, like, how are they going to do that? And then I read more. It's like, okay, it's not in competitive modes. And it seems to be a good thing that both competitive players and non-competitive players are happy about, because it gives non-competitive players an opportunity to practice, as well as, I mean, the competitive players, it kind of seems like they don't want to have to deal with the non-competitive players in their competitive matches. So they don't want to deal with like the people practicing and
noobs.
Yeah,
I really love the thing for me that kills Fortnite is I love the style, I love its aesthetics, but I just the community one, and then just like the player base.
Yeah.
I can't keep up with all that building stuff.
I don't like the Minecraft aspect to it, like the building. Like, oh, I gotta build this ramp, or I gotta shoot the fort.
I only got one victory royale under my belt, and that was the first week when it came out. Other than that, never won again. Not interested in it.
And that's how it's like with games like that, though. If you really want to be good at them, like you need to play them consistently. It was the same thing for Apex when I jumped in on the ground floor, and I did pretty good towards the beginning, but I know if I were to jump in again, I would just be garbage, and so many other people will have elevated their game.
I don't know. I feel like if I jumped into PUBG, I'd give it a couple matches on the Xbox. I'd back her up and running.
Another quick story. Bandersnatch, the Black Mirror Netflix movie, won an Emmy for Best TV Movie.
Wow.
I was wondering if you guys think that, I mean, Emmys are pretty kind of doled out left and right, I feel like nowadays.
They just hand them out like candy on Halloween.
Right. But I mean, it was a whole new thing. It was a very new format for Netflix. Being sort of video game related, you were able to choose your own story and go back and see all different alternate endings. I mean, the movie itself was based on a video game developer, and
I liked it. This was actually one of the few things I saw where I went and sat down, and actually I liked going back and restarting because it gives you certain points you can kind of jump back to in the movie to like try out different options. I liked it. I think it deserves it. I think it was a really good experiment. It was a really good step to see, like, you know, try to introduce this into the Netflix community. It was also had a couple Netflix Easter eggs. Like there was one point where you were talking to the computer, or the main character was talking to the computer, and you could like pretty much just break the fourth wall, like, oh, I am Netflix, I'm watching you. And he's like, what's Netflix? And you're like, hey, I'm a streaming program in the future. And he's like, I don't fucking get it. And then he like leaves and like kills his dad or something. I don't know, spoilers.
Personally, I'm a teeter-totter on it because I feel as though because of the concept, I think that's why it won it. But in general, the story was like, not one of the best Black Mirror stories that they have.
Yeah, I'm sure there's better Black Mirror stories.
And Black Mirror's won so many Emmys for other specific episodes.
Exactly, that are really great. Like, this one was kind of like, okay. It was good. And I wasn't too surprised about the whole thing about the choices because Before Bandersnatch, actually, the Netflix original Puss with Boots show did an episode where it made choice in real time, and I caught that with my son. Like my son was like, "Daddy, look, I can make choices, and because of the choices, different things happen."
That's cool.
So I had already seen it on Netflix because they experimented with that show first before Black Mirror did it with Bandersnatch.
Yeah.
So I wasn't too impressed because I was like, oh, they just took it to another level.
Yeah, it's like choose your own adventure.
Choose your own adventure, but Netflix already tried it with this earlier show that I saw my son watching, you know?
Right, yeah. I feel like the story definitely wouldn't have worked without the choice, without the aspect of choice. Like, it would have just kind of been like a dull, like, not a dull, but you'd have to make it a lot longer and rework it to take the choice out of that.
So I'm going to say, yeah, but am I totally convinced? No, but because I really don't know what other TV movie is out there to compete with it. I feel like it was in its own category on its own. They must have been like nominated for best TV movie.
That's like how I felt when
Bandersnatch.
I saw that.
Bandersnatch.
Yeah, what else is out there? Seriously.
Exactly. Like they created a category for it. Like,
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's like, okay, you can play Puss in Boots or Bandersnatch. It's like, oh, what are my options? But it reminds me of that Man of Medan game. Have you guys been seeing ads for that?
yeah, I've seen ads. That's still by the same creators of Until Dawn.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like just the same thing.
Looks fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I want to check that out.
It's just choices.
But yeah,
I do love
those
Until Dawn.
choices, man. I was like, but yeah, so that's where I stand on it. I feel
Okay.
like week showing and then followed by the new season of Black Mirror, which was weak as well.
Ooh.
That's where my opinion is skewed. I feel as though they tried with the gimmick, didn't worry too much about the story, and then the following season I think they went with star power instead of story as well. A lot of celebrities. The only one episode was really like, what the fuck, and that was the video game one.
Yeah.
You know, that I was like, oh shit, like this shit is wild. Like, you see, I kissed you. I don't feel nothing. I'm not gay. did you see that?
I
Have you?
honestly, that's the only Black Mirror episode I saw was Bandersnatch.
Oh man,
I know. Like I said, I'm bad.
Did you see the episode I'm talking about, Tyler? No.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't watch that much Black Mirror.
So, spoilers, guys. In the last season of Black Mirror, there's an episode of a VR episode.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think
Wait.
I have seen that one actually.
Yeah. So the two guys, one of the guys is Falcon from the Marvel movies. I forget what his name is. He plays Falcon.
Is there multiple VR episodes of Black Mirror?
You were telling me
There
one,
might
Tyler,
be.
you saw about some girl who like drank gamer juice and like got super intense and like her life just went. I think.
There's one episode where this girl kind of goes into like VR, but she's in like multiple layers of VR.
Yes.
And then she.
So it's not that episode. I'm
Okay.
talking about the VR one from the most recent season. So
No, I haven't seen that.
it's a fighting. So they've been playing a fighting game with VR. So like you put the VR. It's like the VR is so like
How long is it gonna?
gonna be. Spoiler. Just check it out. Weird episode, best one from the new season. But
check
I'll
it
tell
out.
you
Okay.
guys after that.
Sounds good.
It was gonna get intense.
All right, Bandersnatch. Congratulations on your Emmy.
Yeah, good job.
All right. Next story, we have next-gen consoles adding features to combat climate change. So we've got Xbox, PlayStation, Google, a bunch of other big-name console developers are going carbon neutral.
Ooh.
And I guess what they've done is they've established a UN group called Playing for Planet Alliance. Supposedly the new Xbox is going to be the first console to go completely carbon neutral. And it's not just the new Xbox, but Xbox has already committed to being the first developer
I think-
organization to create new Xbox One X's, Xbox One S's that are carbon neutral.
I think they're already sent out for production 800,000. I think they said that the next 800,000 in their product line is going to be carbon neutral.
Right. So I mean, they're just going to be more energy efficient. They're not going to use as much power through the outlets and everything like that.
Hopefully they won't get as hot either.
Yeah, hopefully. And then PlayStation is going to be following suit, starting with the PlayStation 5 is what it sounded like. And talking more about like the usage of it, a quote I have is, The video game industry is a considerable contributor to carbon emissions. A recent report found that video game consoles emit the equivalent of 2.3 million cars worth of carbon into the air every year, for a total of 12 million tonnes of carbon. A 2009 report from the New York Times found that the computer industry emitted 2% of all carbon on Earth, and it's only rising.
Wow.
So that's a lot of carbon. We got to tone it down a bit, save some power where we can. It's very good that the video game industry and the people involved are making moves. Even though it is just a small percentage, I mean, it's still something.
Yeah.
We're not going to know until something bites us in the face, like how everything else that happens. Until something huge happens, everyone's like, oh, 8 kids died from vaping. We got to ban vaping products. But with games, no one's going to vape your Xbox or PlayStation.
Yeah.
I hope not.
And it is all the big businesses, the vehicles, like those are all the biggest contributors to carbon emissions. So, I mean, video game industry, good on you for doing something at least. But I mean, there's still a long way to go.
Yeah.
And then the last story I have is today, box art for Final Fantasy VII was released. And it could potentially be misleading on store shelves.
I was actually just thinking about this when I was when I was making a bunch of boxes at work yesterday. I was wondering if they had put anywhere on the front of the box, like, oh, this is just part 1 to, this is basically going to be disc 1, maybe not even, to our original 4-disc game. And I was like, I wonder if they're actually going to do that, or maybe they'll surprise us and it'll be more. But obviously, I don't think it's going to be all of Final Fantasy VII right now.
Yeah,
and
the answer is no. The answer is no. They're not going to put part 1 on it.
That's so stupid.
And
people are going to be so mad.
I mean, that's what I wanted to talk about is nowhere on the box does it say that this is only part 1 for a who knows how many part game. I mean, this game could be 10 parts, 200 hours long, or
knowing Square, they're depending on how they're doing financially right now, they may try to wring this cow for as much as they can just to pump out different parts, DLCs.
Yeah.
This could be terrible. It could be a really bad sign. I mean, the game looks great, but I mean, I'm very upset with it. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Sorry, Dad.
Be a full game next time, son.
Yeah. But Final Fantasy VII Part 1, it's actually an enhanced and expanded Midgar portion of the game, which is the first part of the original, about the first 4 hours of that game. Obviously, it's going to be expanded. I mean, how long does Part 1 have to be worth $60? Is it going to be $60?
I really hope it's not $60 if it's just the first part. I really hope not, but I guarantee you it will be $60. They're going to have a bunch of collector's editions that come out with it that really don't do much besides maybe give you like a cloud figurine or some kind of like DLC or something stupid. Like, oh, here, get this materia or whatever, like replica. That's going to be stupid, like they did with the Infinity Gauntlet with Marvel vs. Capcom. But when I was younger too, I didn't beat Final Fantasy VII until like maybe 5-6 years ago originally. But when I was little, I thought the whole game took place in Midgar because I never got past Midgar. But it's kind of ironic now that the game that's coming out in March? Is that 3? Or no, I think it's March. Whenever it comes out, it's going to be just the first part. It's just Midgar. But I feel like they're trying to add a lot of stuff, at least the stuff we saw from trailers, like when Aerith grabs Cloud, and there's all those black swirly things, because it's like, that's not in the original at all anywhere. They're going to incorporate some new stuff. They showed that soldier kind of driving in on a motorcycle I mentioned last week. That's something totally new. They'll probably add in some new boss fights, or they're definitely dragging out boss fights, because the Guard Scorpion fight is supposed to be the first boss. It just kind of goes by in like maybe 5 to 10 minutes, but this one, it's phases. There's different phases to it. You have to switch between Barret and Cloud. They kind of give you a little tutorial with that, which is good to kind of show you how to use it better in combat, because it is the first part of the game. But I'm really interested. I'm very, very curious. Like, I want it to come out, and I'm going to get it, but I really want to see what they do with it. The reviews are going to be probably all over the place, I'm going to guess. Like, there's going to be diehard fans that are like, yeah! But they'll also be like, sucks. It's only part 1.
When's part 2 coming?
That's exactly what I'm going to say. And it just makes you curious to see how long it's going to be in general, like the part-wise, and how long the game that they're putting out is.
10 years from part 1. We'll get part 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Another Kingdom Hearts 3.
So I guess to my question is how long do you want to see this Final Fantasy Part 1 to last? How much playtime do you want to be able to put into it?
15, 20 hours.
Yeah.
I'd say at least 20.
Mm-hmm. At least 20 hours, yeah.
But still, if it rides 20 hours with a $60 price tag, I'm not getting it.
Yeah.
I refuse to get it. You'll see by then you guys are going to be talking about it, and I'm going to be like, Kenny, you play it? No.
My worst fear is that it turns out to be, remember they did with that Metal Gear? The Metal Gear 5? It was the demo pretty much. It was a glorified demo. It was like $40 on release.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was just like the first mission or something. I forget what it was, but it's basically a glorified demo for like a retail release. It's crazy.
Yep.
So
yeah, it's possible that people are gonna buy this game off of store shelves, or some grandma's gonna buy it off a store shelf and be like, "Look, I got you this game," and then come to find out it's only part 1.
Look, sweetie, the best Japanese RPG from back in my day. Thanks, Grandma. Oh, what is this shit? It's only 5 hours long. It was just a big sword. It's cool, I guess.
I don't see any clouds.
What does this mean? Fun fact, Nibelheim, the town that Cloud is originally from, his hometown in Final Fantasy VII, is some language's word for cloud home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Fun
Did
fact.
not know that.
Yeah, fun fact.
And that is all I have today for Cruisin' for a Newsin'. I don't think we have any. Do you guys get any mailbag questions you want to address? No mailbags. No mailbags.
No mailbag. I didn't get any mail. Any mail this week.
The postman didn't stop by it.
No. But if you want to leave us a question, you can comment on the video, join our Discord, hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We don't have a Snapchat. We're probably not going to make one.
Unless you want to pay, and you can see all my topless pics in the shower.
You can find Anthony on Tinder.
You can.
Swipe left.
So, anyway, this wraps up episode 21 of the Level With You show. We'll be back next week for episode 22. And Wiley's going to be gone for one more week, but he'll be back afterwards. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. If you like this episode, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see last week's episode, you can click somewhere over here.
It's going to be right here.
It's going to be right here.
Right there.
Right
Yeah,
there.
right there. Right
Up,
there.
down, left, right. No parents, no rules. No parents, no rules.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay level.
Bye.